Yo, what's good with it? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. Y'all already know what to do, man. Hit that like button. Sub to the channel if you're new. Let's dive into it, man. My bad, y'all. I've been out, had some things to take care of, man. Was busy, but we back to it. We back grinding, man. We sticking to the program here. What we got tonight? Eastern Conference Finals, Game 4. Boston Celtics visiting the Miami Heat. Man, it's Celtics down, you know what I'm saying? They're down 0-3 in this series, man. Heat looking to close this thing out. Can they do it? Let's talk about it. Um, it's tough sledding. We obviously saw a sweep that happened in the Western Conference Final. One of the my team, one of the historical franchises, they got swept by the Denver Nuggets, and so the Heat are looking to do the same and get equal amount of rest as well. They're not looking to, you know what I'm saying, give this team any hope, any type of confidence, anything like that. The Heat going to look to go out and finish the job. You know what I mean? They're going to look to go ahead and close this series out so they can go ahead and again get as much rest as they can, get everybody back healthy. It's rumors out there, a good chance that Tyler Hero could be returning for that. You know what I'm saying, for the finals. If the Heat are to advance, so all signs are pointing to a green light for them to be completely healthy when they, you know what I'm saying, when they step into the finals. Obviously, we know the Denver Nuggets, everyone's healthy on that team. So they'll definitely be vastly invested watching to see who comes out of the East, whether it be the Celtics or the Heat. I feel like they'll be poised to kind of, and we'll dive more into that, but I think they're ready for either one. But for the Heat and Celtics, Celtics is gonna have to come out, man. Tatum, for some odd reason, Tatum and Jaylen Brown definitely been buckling under pressure. I think both, if I'm not mistaken, looking at the last game, going on top of memory here, but 4 points in the fourth quarter or something like that. Obviously, this is their two leaders, with Tatum being one, and then or 1A, and then Jaylen Brown being 1B, however you want to look at it. But they're definitely the top dogs and leader of this team, man. Especially from a scoring perspective. Not sure what's going on. The Heat, they in their head. That's the only way to put it, man. Jimmy is out there talking that talk, and he walking that walk, and they having some issues with it. They having problems to kind of get past that. And yeah, they can't. It seems like there's a blockage. You know what I mean? The coach, he tried to take responsibility of it, saying, I didn't get my guys prepared for this. I didn't have them prepared for it, so I take full responsibility for it. No, and shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Taking that pressure off of his players and shouldering, the blame and responsibility of it. But in reality, at some point, man, it boils down to some pride of it. You know what I mean? You can't go out there and play for your players. You can only give them the message or give them the strategy. It's up to them to go out there and execute it. You know what I mean? So again, shouts out to him taking responsibility for it, but in reality, man, it's not his fault. This is an embarrassment of what we've seen that's going on there. It looks like they're just out there quitting. They're just going through the motion and just, you know what I'm saying, hoping for it to be over. You know what I mean? Like it almost looks as if they dread that there was a game 4. And they wish it was already over. It's weird to see it. Normally you see a lot more fight, a lot more grit from this team. You see it from Al Horford, you see it from Tatum, you see it from Brown, you see it from Marcus Smart, Brogdon, Derek White, all these guys, man. You see it that they go out there and fight, but for some reason they just look like I wouldn't say disinterested, but they look like they're overwhelmed. You know what I mean? It looks like they can't really quite figure the Heat out. They can't really stick to what I'm saying, closing out a lead or closing out the game or sticking to it. It's just for some odd reason they end up just, what I'm saying, being blown out. You know what I mean? So they're gonna have to make some changes. You know what I mean? It's literally all or nothing. It's do or die at this point. It's literally win or go home. You know what I mean? So and that's for the Celtics, man. That's just for the Celtics again. If I'm gonna predict it from a Celtics standpoint, I think Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are gonna come out guns blazing, and they're gonna go out there and leave it all on the, you know what I'm saying, whatever happens, happen. But I think they're gonna leave it all on the court. From the Miami Heat perspective, man, I feel like Jimmy and them looking at this, you know what I'm saying, like it's blood in the water. You know what I mean? It's blood in the water, and they sharks. They're gonna look to go out here and clean things up. I don't see them coming out and laying an egg or anything like that. I expect Jimmy to have a big game. Um, Bam Adebayo to show up and dominate like he's been doing. He's now, you know what I'm saying, making his impact felt on the game. So I feel like that's going to continue. And then the rest of the guys are going to fall in line. Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, all these guys. You know what I'm saying, the Martin twin, I think they're going to step up, man, and they're going to look to go out here and close this thing. They don't want to sit here, like I said, and prolong this series and extend it because anything can happen. So you're going to see that, man. You're definitely going to see that. So on to the prediction side of things. Who do we have winning tonight, man? I got the Heat closing this thing out. I have the Heat closing it out, advances to the NBA Finals to match up against the Denver Nuggets. Man, would I be surprised if the Celtics won and one last hurrah? You know what I mean? To save face and get a gentleman's sweep. Um, I can see it happening, but do I think it's gonna happen? No. So with that being said, man, for my prediction for this one, I got the Miami Heat, man. So we're gonna rock out with them. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and be sure again leave a comment, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of y'all. I appreciate you stopping through. Make sure you hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're new. If you wish to support the channel, that information is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's also in the description of the video. Again, man, I appreciate you stopping through, and I'll catch you on another one.